Stipulations for Roman Reigns and LA Knight's match at Crown Jewel 2023, Best and Worst of SmackDown. Update on Liv Morgan's WWE return. Dominic Mysterio sends a non-PG message to Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul. Logan Paul's Bad Bunny at Survivor Series, 28-year-old to cost LA Knight at Crown Jewel 2023. Jimmy Uso offers a handshake to Drew McIntyre after SmackDown went off air. Brock Lesnar's retirement match already decided. Let's jump right into it. Best and Worst of SmackDown. SmackDown this week was filled with highly anticipated matches and segments. Logan Paul confronted Rey Mysterio, and a United States Championship match was set for Crown Jewel 2023. Given the engaging series of events, here is a list of the best and worst from the latest edition of SmackDown. Best, Bianca Belair's return. The EST of WWE made her triumphant return on SmackDown. Her last televised appearance was at SmackDown on August 18, where she teamed up with Charlotte Flair and took on Bayley and Io Sky in a tag team match. On SmackDown, Flair faced Io Sky for the title in the main event in her quest to become a 15-time women's champion. Sky ferociously defended her title, countering her opponent's every move. Flair was barely inches away from winning, with near 2 counts following massive spears. Io Sky's teammates Bayley and Dakota Kai were ringside and pounced on Flair after the match. Bayley was infuriated with Flair attacking her when she tried to assist Io. With the numbers game in favor of damage control, Belair ran out for a save. The EST of WWE has a build-up of feuds in store for her, including going up against Rhea Ripley potentially at Survivor Series or even Io Sky for the title at Crown Jewel 2023. Worst, Dragon Lee's loss on SmackDown. Dragon Lee was starting to gain momentum with his main roster debut. His first match on the blue brand was a victory against Austin Theory a few weeks ago. This eventually culminated in an enraging feud with the former United States champion and Grayson Waller. Meanwhile, Cameron Grimes had his own issues with the newly formed tag team and partnered with Lee this week to end Theory and Waller's menacing ways. However, the two young stars got the victory despite much effort by Dragon Lee and Cameron Grimes. It was astonishing to see a talent of Dragon Lee's caliber witness a loss so early in his main roster run. Best, Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce turning on each other. Adam Pearce was pulling double duty as the authority figure for both Raw and SmackDown. Last week, Triple H appreciated his efforts and announced Nick Aldis as the new general manager for SmackDown in a bid to reduce Pearce's burden. This week, Jey Uso made an unannounced visit to take revenge on Jimmy Uso for costing him and Cody Rhodes the tag team titles. Aldis was quick to take action against his presence on the blue brand and called security to escort him out after fining him $10,000. Adam Pearce approached him to discuss the situation, but Nick Aldis made it abundantly clear that SmackDown was his brand. The tension between the two managers could not come at a better time with Survivor Series nearly a month away. Worst, Carlito's minimal booking following return. Carlito's WWE return has been on an abysmal streak. He came to Rey Mysterio's aid at Fastlane 2023, officially marking his return following his signing in July this year. The LUO is currently engaged in a feud with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. This week, Montez Ford faced Santos Escobar in his singles match. Escobar has been apparently displeased with the faction's management. While he has not outspokenly mentioned anything on the matter, his actions say otherwise. Carlito has not had a singles match ever since his return. He has been involved in varied backstage segments and brief interruption in matches. With Santos Escobar potentially turning to the dark side soon, Carlito could take over his spot in the faction. Best, LA Knight's confrontation with Paul Heyman. LA Knight is known for not mincing words. On SmackDown this week, he confronted Paul Heyman, who attempted to intimidate the WWE superstar before his match with Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. Knight threatened the wise man and ensured that he heard every word he had to say. Heyman confirmed that a contract signing between the two stars is set to take place next week. Knight demonstrated his inability of fear of the tribal chief and would always be there to hunt him down. The wise man needs to be cautious about him. The segment elevated LA Knight and Roman Reigns' feud, given that they only met face to face once in the ring. The threatening and targeting of allies close to the WWE champion deems an apt decision to break the champion from outside forces until they meet in the ring again. Update on Liv Morgan's WWE return. A 32-year-old superstar has provided an update regarding Liv Morgan's return to WWE. The former SmackDown Women's Champion has been off of WWE television for months but could be returning soon. Her last match was on the July 17th episode of Raw. She and Raquel Rodriguez dropped the Women's Tag Team Championship to Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Morgan then went on hiatus from the company, and Rodriguez entered a rivalry with Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley. Rodriguez almost won the title at WWE Payback, but the Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio interfered in the match. She got a rematch on the September 11th edition of the Red Brand, but once again was a victim of outside interference. Nia Jax made her shocking return to the company and attacked Rodriguez during the match. In a recent interview with Dallas Morning News, Raquel Rodriguez provided an update on Liv Morgan's return to WWE. She noted that her tag team partner is recovering well and will likely be returning to the ring soon. Yeah, I talked to Liv. She's doing great. She's really recovering well. She's in very good spirits, and of course, she's very anxious to come back. I don't have a specific date of when she'll be back. We're all waiting for her. I know I miss her terribly, so I'm very excited for that. But I feel like time has been flying and she's just been on her recovery. So I would assume she'd be back sooner rather than later, and probably before any of us can really imagine, she said. Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley recently disclosed that she has tried to recruit Liv Morgan to join the Judgment Day in the past. Ripley and Morgan were briefly tag team partners before the Eradicator joined the Judgment Day faction. Rhea Ripley is now the most dominant female star on the roster and has become incredibly popular since aligning with the Judgment Day. Speaking with Riju Dasgupta in an exclusive interview for Sportskeeda Wrestling, Rhea Ripley revealed she tried to get Morgan to join the faction, but the former champion refused out of stubbornness. You know, I've put the offer out to Liv before and she's denied it every single time. So I think that's more of a Liv Morgan question than a Rhea Ripley question because I've tried, but she's really stubborn, said Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan had the best year of her WWE career in 2022. She won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match and cashed in on Ronda Rousey on the same night to become SmackDown Women's Champion. It will be interesting to see if she decides to reunite with Rodriguez when she returns to the company or opts to go after a singles title once again. Have you missed Liv Morgan on WWE television? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Dominic Mysterio sends a non-PG message to Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul. WWE's next premium live event, Crown Jewel, is already stacked with Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul adding to an already star-studded card. The two will clash for the United States Championship on November 4th in Saudi Arabia. While most of the wrestling world is excited about this match, one man in particular isn't. Dominic Mysterio reacted negatively to the news of his dad's US title bout against Paul being made official for Crown Jewel. He quote-tweeted WWE's post about it with a non-PG message for both men. Dirty Dom called Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul f***ing dorks and used a gif of Eric Cartman from South Park to make his point clear. He didn't hold back one bit. It seems like despite being a heel now, Dominic still has beef with Paul from their feud in early 2022. The Maverick made his in-ring debut at WrestleMania 38, teaming with The Miz to defeat Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Maybe Dirty Dom's reaction is a swerve of sorts, making it seem that he hates Logan Paul as much as his dad. Could the Judgment Day member help the internet sensation win the United States Championship at Crown Jewel? It would undoubtedly form the world's most hated tag team. Paul himself is interested in the idea. He admires Dominic Mysterio's ability to garner heel heat and feels a potential tag team with him would do great. The Maverick spoke about this during an August episode of his Impulsive podcast. Dom lifts the microphone to his mouth and the whole arena boo. He can't cut a promo and he plays on it and it's really working. They hate him. Logan Paul, Dominic Mysterio tag team, the most hated duo of all time. The most hated tag team partners in WWE, just crushing it, running through it. Because we have the story arc too, said Paul. There's only one problem aside from the fact that Dirty Dom apparently still hates him. Would Memi allow it? Rhea Ripley seems to be controlling Mysterio's entire world right now, so she will likely have a problem with Paul coming in and taking him away from her. Would you like a potential Logan Paul Dominic Mysterio tag team following Crown Jewel? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Logan Paul vs. Bad Bunny at Survivor Series. The 2023 Survivor Series is expected to be a mega event for WWE. Naturally, many big names will perform at the premium live event in the Allstate Arena in Chicago. However, along with the usual massive names, the Stanford-based promotion could also book a big-name celebrity match at Survivor Series. The celebrity match in question could be between Logan Paul and Bad Bunny. On SmackDown this week, it was confirmed that Paul would face Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship at Crown Jewel. Given the match is now official, WWE could book Rey to lose to facilitate the return of Bunny. If Rey loses, WWE could show an angle where Bad Bunny returns to avenge the former's loss. This return could lead to a massive match between Logan Paul and Bad Bunny at Survivor Series. WWE would highly benefit from booking this match, taking into account the popularity of both individuals. Another reason why this match can take place is because at the time, Bad Bunny won't be busy with his music career. The Puerto Rican rapper will be performing at a concert in Columbus, Ohio, 7 days before the premium live event in Chicago. Hence, the possibility of Bunny's return is very high. Over the years, WWE has been known to plan massive returns at big events. While the Stanford-based promotion's last premium live event, Fastlane, saw the return of Carlito, WWE is planning for the return of a massive superstar for Survivor Series. The superstar in question is Randy Orton. As per a report from WrestleVotes, the WWE legend is set to make his return at the premium live event in Chicago. The tweet also stated that the merchandise and branding of the Viper had been approved. Further detailing the report, WrestleVotes in their tweet wrote, regarding the Randy Orton return rumors, source states new merchandise and branding has been approved. Also, WWE will present a large social media promotion/digital material for the comeback. It's indeed happening. Likely Survivor Series or that weekend. If Randy Orton returns, it will indeed be massive for WWE. Provided that Orton has been away from the Stanford-based promotion since May 2022, one can expect the Viper to receive a huge pop upon his return. Unlike last time, the Legend Killer won't have Matt Riddle by his side. Hence, it will be interesting to see who feuds with Orton when he returns to the promotion. Are you excited for Randy Orton's return to WWE? Sound off in the comments section below. 28-year-old accost L.A. Knight at Crown Jewel 2023. L.A. Knight is set for a match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Roman Reigns at this year's Crown Jewel Premium Live event. On the recent edition of SmackDown, the megastar was also involved in a heated confrontation with Paul Heyman, eventually setting up a contract signing between Reigns and Knight for next week's edition of the Blue brand. However, on the latest Blue show, the company seemingly dropped a potential hint for a future feud between Knight and Logan Paul, which might be initiated from the Crown Jewel Premium Live event. For those unaware, the Maverick recently made his return on SmackDown and had a face-to-face showdown with Rey Mysterio, setting up a United States Championship match between the two at Crown Jewel 2023. During his promo segment, the Ultimate Influencer mocked Rey Mysterio's previous loss in a tag team match at WrestleMania 38. Logan Paul also made remarks about Roman Reigns' part-time schedule and L.A. Knight's lack of a proper job at that time. A shot at the megastar might be a potential hint for a feud between the Maverick and Knight. The potential scenario that might unfold could involve Logan Paul costing L.A. Knight his match at Crown Jewel against the Tribal Chief. This action would lead to a rivalry between the two, and if Logan dethrones Rey for the United States title, Knight might be the perfect choice to take the title away if the Maverick also has a part-time schedule in the company. Despite the absence of Roman Reigns from the recent edition of SmackDown, the Tribal Chief shared his reaction to his upcoming match against the megastar. Reigns gave his reaction through his social media account, claiming that after his match against Knight, he could finally call himself the real megastar in the company. Through this message, the Tribal Chief seemingly indicated how a feud against him elevates the position of the megastar in the Stamford-based promotion. A feud between Knight and the Bloodline's leader is something that the fans have been eager to witness since the sudden rise of the 40-year-old superstar in WWE. It will be interesting to see what the company has in store for the WWE Universe at the Crown Jewel Premium Live event, and whether L.A. Knight will be able to shock the world and end the historic undisputed WWE Universal title reign of Roman Reigns in the company. Do you think Logan Paul could possibly feud with L.A. Knight in the near future? Sound off in the comments section below. Jimmy Uso offers a handshake to Drew McIntyre after SmackDown went off air. Drew McIntyre was offered a handshake by Jimmy Uso after he attacked Jey Uso during a dark match on SmackDown tonight. After SmackDown came to a close, McIntyre took on Jey in a singles match. The match was marred by interference from Jimmy, who attacked Jey while McIntyre simply watched on. Jimmy then offered a handshake to Drew McIntyre, who decided against shaking his hand and simply left the ring. Jimmy continued the attack on his brother until L.A. Knight came out to a huge pop and made the save. McIntyre is mere days away from competing in a World Heavyweight title match against Seth Rollins at WWE Crown Jewel 2023. The Scottish Warrior hasn't held world title gold for quite some time now and would love to finally win the big one again in Saudi Arabia. L.A. Knight is also scheduled for a big match at the event. At Crown Jewel, Knight will take on Roman Reigns, with the latter's undisputed WWE Universal title on the line. Knight is incredibly over with the WWE Universe, and it remains to be seen who comes out on top when all is said and done in Riyadh. Do you think McIntyre should have saved Jey from Jimmy Uso? Let us know in the comments section below. Brock Lesnar's retirement match already decided. Brock Lesnar has been around forever. There's little that the star has not done in the company. Now that he's progressing in age and with talk of his retirement coming up, fans can imagine that they will be seeing the last of the destructive star in WWE. However, it appears that soon he'll be done, and with that being the case, they have the perfect name for his last ever match, Gunther. A dream match between Brock Lesnar and Gunther has long been on the cards. The two stars have been teased as each other's dream opponents for some time now, and given the success and push that the company has given Gunther, it's not totally out of the question either. The star is holding on to the Intercontinental title and has already broken the Honky Tonk Man's record. It remains to be seen if that's what happens, but fans believe that Gunther is being saved for Lesnar's last ever match. WWE fans took to Twitter to talk about it. Most fans were looking forward to the very idea of the match, but others were in two minds. Quite a few were not even ready to see Lesnar finally retire once and for all. However, the majority agreed that a win against Lesnar, retiring him, would see Gunther become unstoppable in WWE. If Lesnar faced Gunther and put him over, the star would receive a massive boost, which could be the Beast Incarnate's farewell gift to fans. Is Lesnar going to leave WWE soon? For now, fans will have to be patient to see what the plans are. Stipulations for Roman Reigns and L.A. Knight's match at Crown Jewel 2023. On Friday, the Los Angeles Times reported that Roman Reigns will take on L.A. Knight at Crown Jewel 2023. WWE later confirmed the same through social media posts, and Paul Heyman kicked off this week's SmackDown confirming the same. Since then, fans have been excited to see the duo compete. Last week on the Blue brand, fans witnessed a glimpse of the match between Roman Reigns and LA Knight. After Knight defeated Solo Sikoa in the main event last week, Reigns launched a vicious attack on the megastar. While the beating was one-sided, it created the necessary hype for the match between the two superstars. Now that it has been confirmed Roman Reigns and LA Knight will face each other, in this piece, we will look at 4 stipulations that could be part of the match between the two. Number 4. Roman Reigns and LA Knight could lock horns in an Extreme Rules match. When Roman Reigns and LA Knight face each other at Crown Jewel 2023, the duos bout will probably be the main event of the night. Naturally, Reigns and Knight will be expected to deliver a great match. While the duo possesses the ability to do the same, an Extreme Rules match could add to the excitement. A potential Extreme Rules match could help open new avenues for both men in the bout. It would also add plenty of excitement for the fans since the megastar and the tribal chief would be able to use some of the most dangerous weapons available at their disposal. Number 3. Tables match. The last time Roman Reigns defended his undisputed WWE Universal Championship was at SummerSlam 2023. At the Premium Live event, Reigns faced his cousin and former stablemate Jey Uso. While the match between the two received mixed reviews, the duo, on several occasions, made use of tables. Similarly, at Crown Jewel 2023, Reigns and LA Knight could face each other in a tables match. Given Knight has never competed in a tables match, this would be a good outing for the 41-year-old. It would only help add to his experience, which would help him in the push he has been getting in recent times. Number 2. Unsanctioned match. Over the last few years, WWE has witnessed several unsanctioned matches take place in its ring. From Big Show and Randy Orton to Triple H and Seth Rollins, unsanctioned matches have been enjoyed by fans. Hence, this could be a match in which Roman Reigns and LA Knight face each other. While this match could prove to be good because anything can be used, it would also benefit Knight in a major way. Since the match will be unsanctioned, a loss will not show on the wrestler's record. Hence, if the megastar is unable to beat Reigns, his push won't be affected a lot since this type of match protects the loser. Number 1. Hell in a Cell match. While Roman Reigns has been a dominant champion whose title reign has lasted for 3 years, the constant criticism Reigns has faced is that he uses outside interference to win matches. This has been the case in almost every Roman Reigns match, and it has left his opponents frustrated. Hence, if LA Knight wants to ensure no one from the bloodline interferes in his match at Crown Jewel, it would be in the 41-year-old's best interest to face Reigns in a Hell in a Cell match. While this type of match has seen outside interference on a few occasions, it is the safest among other match types. Which type of match would be the best possible way for Roman Reigns and LA Knight to compete against each other? Sound off in the comments section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me